Anger and anxiety and depression are directly interconnected because the same stress hormones that are released during anxiety are released during anger. So if you have been feeling angry lately, remember that that is interconnected with your anxiety. So your anxiety could be causing your anger, but your anger could also be causing your anxiety and depression. And with that being said, the first two cards that fell out here were the Emperor card and the Ten of Swords. Associated with you not letting go of things properly, you are being very stubborn about the way that you are fighting for what it is that you believe in right at this very moment. Whether this be you holding on to a job that is mistreating you and disrespecting you, or this could be related to partnerships and relationships and your family dynamic, or even the state of the world, that you are feeling very angry about the state of the world that we are living in right now, and that is affecting your personal life. That is affecting your mental and physical health. That if you have been feeling very off physically, if you've been getting sick a lot, that could also be related to your anger, because anxiety lowers our immune system. You need to learn to let go of things. That your level of stubbornness, how you are trying to fight against something that isn't listening to you, is only wasting your energy. You are better off just letting go of the situation. And this means either walking away emotionally, walking away mentally, or walking away physically. Whether this be a job, a relationship, or whatever else that is ailing you, it is time for you to take a step back. This doesn't mean that you need to put in your 2 weeks notice right now, or this doesn't mean that you need to walk away from a relationship and break up with your person right now, but this does mean that you need to sit with yourself for a little bit. You need to reevaluate how you were using your energy right now in order to fight against whatever it is that is causing you pain and harm and is forcing you to be here in this anger and this anxiety where you physically feel like you are fuming, that your blood is boiling, that you can't handle everything that is coming your way right now. You feel overwhelmed, and that is because, again, you're not letting go of things properly. You are being stubborn about the specific pathway that you are following through with right now that is not doing you any favors. It is wasting more energy than it is worth. Nobody is listening to you right now except for yourself, but at that same time, you're not taking the proper steps to really help yourself in the present moment. And this is what I discussed in my earlier reading, but I do want to go over a few more cards that fell out afterwards, because I talked about the metaphor of a cup, of cleaning out a dirty cup. That if you have a cup that is completely covered in soil, and you try to just dump out the soil, it sticks to the cup and you can't get it out. But the best way to clean that up is to pour clear, clean water into the cup. And this takes all of that negativity, all of that gunk, everything that is stuck to the sides of the cup, and brings them up to the surface, which directly implies that if you bring more pleasure, if you bring more hope, if you bring more play into your daily life, you are going to be able to get rid of this negativity. You are going to attract better things into your life, because it's all psychological. If our brains only see negativity and anger and anxiety and pain, our brains are going to try to find more evidence that that is the only way that you can live. But if you live in pleasure, if you live in hope, if you live in a sense of excitement and community, you are going to be able to find more evidence that that is the way that your life is meant to be, because it is all a matter of perspective, whether you like it or not. And with that, I also got the Queen of Swords, which is associated with setting proper boundaries, which I will go over in more detail in just a second, and also the Death card. This is your reminder that when one door closes, 10 more doors open. This is your reminder that you have to stop being so stubborn, and you have to let go of things that no longer serve you. And this could even be you making up excuses, the excuses of why you are staying in a toxic relationship, or excuses of why you are treating yourself toxically, or excuses of why you were staying at a job that mistreats you and disrespects you and doesn't offer you the benefits that you need in order to continue pushing forward, that you feel unmotivated, that you feel stuck, and you feel like you, again, are overwhelmed and angry all the time. You need to stop letting yourself be in these situations, because the only limitations that exist are the ones that you put on yourself. The only way that you can get angry is if you allow things to trigger you. You are never the victim. I don't remember whose quote this is, but you are never the victim unless you allow somebody to make you the victim. So, Queen of Swords, setting proper boundaries, knowing your worth. That is the important part about boundary setting, that you can't set proper boundaries unless you know what you are fighting for, unless you know why you are building up these walls in order to keep this toxicity out of your life, this negativity and this anger that just keeps piling up and bubbling over. You are worth more than that. You need to stand your ground, but that doesn't mean fighting and defending yourself against something that doesn't hear you. This means physically getting up and walking away from the situation because you are worth more, because you know that you are capable of achieving everything, that as soon as you close the door to the thing that drains your energy, you're going to have more energy to create a better life for yourself. And that is where hope comes in. That is where the Three of Cups comes in, with you partying more, whether that be metaphorically or literally, whether that be going out more often and actually spending the money that you are earning at this dead-end job, and knowing that there is more out there than what you are putting yourself through at this very moment. There is so much more out there. There is so much beauty and so much peace and so much excitement that you could be following through with if you just allow yourself to let go of everything that is keeping you angry, keeping you down, and alchemize that negative energy into something good, into something where you can actually defend yourself, into something where you can spend more time with the people that you love, into understanding that endings aren't a bad thing. Endings allow us to experience more in this lifetime. Endings force us to experience everything that it means to be a human being. And yes, that does come with hardships. Yes, that is going to come with you needing to let go of things that no longer serve you. And that's hard because our brains thrive on familiarity. Our brains know that we are going to be comfortable in the present moment because we've survived it already, even if we're angry, even if we're not happy about it, even if we are anxious and depressed about it. But I saw a quote today that said that I believe that depression and anxiety and you just feeling stuck is actually a signal for you to make a change. That it is your soul contract telling you that it's time to do something different. It's time to take a different pathway. And at this day and age, at this time, with everything that we're going through, it is more of an emphasis to focus on that sense of hope. That without hope, we lose sight on everything else that could be getting better in our lives. If we lose hope, we lose the motivation to find a new job, to find a relationship where we are actually going to be loved, to find the people who are meant to be in our lives who are going to feel like family. And it's genuinely time for you to find that. It's time for you to walk away from that which drains you, which keeps you angry, which keeps you literally fuming, and create a better life for yourself, because everything's a matter of perspective and everything is a matter of your strength, which I know for a fact you have plenty of it, but you need to learn to close that door and open up a new chapter. New year, new you.